So it's a woman on TikTok that says that men in jail are winning when it comes to attracting women on the outside for serious dating purposes. Right? Let's hear what she had to say.
Jailbirds are up one.
Y'all dudes that's on the streets, y'all gotta step y'all game up. Y'all are losing to these dudes that's in the prison system, okay? I was on TikTok last night and I ran across a live. It was like 4 dudes that was in the feds. So I just tapped in to be nosy to see what they were talking about. Do y'all know it's like it was thousands of girls on there, like being so thirsty, asking these locked up dudes, "Oh, what's your JPay? I want to see you some money. I want to come see you. I want to be your pen pal." Like, has the dating pool become that bad that we gotta reach out to that's locked up for love? And these is winning. Like, they taking all the bad ones too. Like, y'all dudes on the streets gotta step y'all game up. Y'all are losing terribly to some in the penitentiary. What? That's wild. And don't be mad at me. I'm just saying. I guess they loving the jail talk right now. I don't know. It's working. Whatever they saying and whatever they doing, it's working. Every other female I know is dealing with some dude in prison. I don't know. But it speaks volumes about y'all dudes on the streets.
Quick question. How are you winning with the ladies when you got to wait 5 to 10 more years before you can get out and get to them? I mean, they might feel like they winning, but I personally wouldn't call it a win to have to fight for my booty hole for 5 to 10 years just to bump into a pretty woman that make bad decisions. I'm just saying, that's just me. And then she had the nerve to say that it speaks volumes about the men that are not in jail. Shouldn't it speak volumes about the women that are going to look to jail to search for a man? Why does it speak volumes about the dudes that are out here? Like, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't understand that, let me direct you to Judge Joe Brown and some statistics that he got.
1991 and 2, CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, sent a special hit team to Memphis because of the extremely high incidence of HIV that had developed in the penal system in Memphis. Memphis has, or Shelby County, where Memphis is located, has the dubious distinction of having more inmates than any other county in the entirety of the United States. It's got a federal maximum security facility, a state medium and minor facility, and county facilities and juvenile facilities. Well, I wound up being the administrative judge for the criminal court, so I was in charge of what was going on. And what came out, thanks to a sister who went astray, Catherine Bowers, now deceased, she got a legislative act passed that required that somebody 18 to 25 who was locked up, sentenced, would have to be tested for STDs upon registration in the institution and upon release. So what CDC found out was that you were having 4 to 6% going in HIV positive, and after 3 months, 90 days, you were getting somewhere around 64, 66% HIV positive.
Hold on, Fire. You said it went from 4% to 60-something percent?
Because what was going on is if somebody had been incarcerated for 9 months, there was a 92% probability that they had engaged in either voluntary or involuntary homosexual contact with some other inmate.
So look, with that said, you got to keep in mind, this was the 1990s, and this was the peak of like AIDS and HIV, and when it was like an epidemic, and they didn't really have a handle on it yet, right? So the numbers were high. 25,000 was like the peak of being in jail that had this. And some numbers, depending on the stats that you look at, some numbers say they dipped astronomically. Some numbers say they didn't really dip. They kind of took a dip and kind of stayed the same. And then some stats say they're down by half, from like 25,000 to 11,000, 12,000 people, right? But either way you slice it, the HIV numbers are still anywhere from 3 to 7 times higher than the numbers of people that are not in jail. But I would say, looking at this neutrally, if the numbers are dipping over time from 90s to now, there's been like a 30-year period, it means that they could be dipping because a lot of men are getting out of jail. If they were in jail in the 90s and they got a 20-year sentence or 10-year sentence or 15-year sentence, you know what I'm saying? Then over time, a lot of these men who contracted AIDS while in there, involuntarily or voluntarily, are being released back out into the public. And these women that this TikTok lady is speaking of are the ones that are thirstily waiting for these men to come on the outside so they can restart or start lives with. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I ain't saying this is that the brothers coming out of jail don't deserve a second chance at life. Like, hopefully they have learned great life lessons. Hopefully they have found God and want to get back out into society and be productive members of society. You know what I'm saying? Get back out here and live their lives. Like, everybody deserves a second chance. But what I'm saying is, ladies, be informed at what you out here searching for. Because not only do they have a higher probability of having AIDS or STDs, right? But they have a higher probability of returning to doing crime. Because it's funny that these ladies in this dating market of today have so many high astronomical standards for everyone, but then they'll go and search out guys that are coming out of jail that have a very high possibility of returning to it and or being AIDS or HIV positive. And it's like, just know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? Know what you're getting into, ladies. And I ain't saying that fellas don't do this too. I don't know that there's an epidemic of fellas trying to save women coming out of jail, because, I mean, let's keep it a buck. Men save women every day out on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's just how things go. But you also need to know what you're getting into, fellas. Like, the numbers for women are not as steep as men, but they still there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's like, it was funny that at the end of that clip, she was like, she said it says a lot about the men of today that are on the outside living regular lives. No, it says a lot about the women that look to people coming out of jail as a viable dating pond, to like as a place to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why not just hook up with the dude who makes similar money to you, who will treat you right, who will love you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just hook up with somebody that's like on your level and not have all these like ridiculous astronomical loops that regular guys got to jump through? All this stupid stuff that y'all want men to do. Y'all, the first thing out y'all mouth is that y'all want to do to be making $100,000. You know, he got to send you $500 to buy your wardrobe before you go on a first date. Your first date better be at Nobu somewhere or overseas or something. Like, y'all be coming up with the most dumbest thing. Like, you be on a date, having this dude buy dinner for you and your 4 kids. The kids at home, right? But you trying to secure dinner for them for tomorrow. Like, and I'm gonna just tell you, fellas, like, all these hoops that these women try to make you jump through, it's not for everybody, right? This is why they have 2 or 3 baby daddies, because all these rules will be out the window for the right guy. Namely, the bad boy, the dude coming out of jail. These are the dudes that a chick will give a baby to immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because of the rush that they have for bad boys. And fellas, we do this too. We pick the wrong women too. You know what I'm saying? We pick the women as the little spicy chicks. If you a little spicy, You know what I'm saying? She got a little fire to her. She snap on you boys sometimes. It'd be kind of cute them first couple times, right? Until she go full nutso on you. And you realize you really got a crazy woman on your hand. But by then, you done put the baby in her. And she keeping it. And she is going to terrorize your life until the end of your days. You understand me? The saving women thing, you know, just picking projects, it ain't all it's cracked up to be when you don't fully vet these people or fully kind of look at what you got in front of you. And ladies, I advise y'all to do this before y'all start looking to jail as the best dating option. Like, there's plenty of guys out here that will treat you great and love you great, but you got to give up some of these talking points, these feminist goofy talking points that y'all learning on the internet, because you're really just sifting all the good men out of your life, like purposely. You know what I'm saying? But this is your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.